Hey, thanks for slithering in. I am Symtherin. Welcome back to my channel and to another speed build in The Sims 4. This one is super duper special because I am hosting a shell challenge. Stick around for a little bit and I will let you know the rules and all that stuff, but this is me attempting my very own shell challenge. And usually Wednesdays I do a let's play, but let's just say I am still editing it. It takes me a little longer to edit the let's play videos than it does the speed builds because it's a new kind of format. But I really do enjoy doing them, and don't worry, Umbridge will be back again next week. I'm almost finished editing it, but I'll have it ready for you, I swear. But I wanted to share this with you guys here sooner rather than later so that you all have enough time in case you didn't see it on any other of my socials like Twitter and or Instagram. So before I tell you the rules, if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already and ring the bell for notifications for the next video. I am actually super happy because right before my birthday we hit 900 subscribers, but then we gained a bunch and now we're well over 900, and oh my god, I am seriously super duper excited. I keep saying super duper for some reason. That's new. But we're gonna roll with it. But I want to take this time to thank you all for all of your support. So thank you. You guys are the best. Anywho, this shell challenge is actually in celebration of another milestone I hit recently. Over on Instagram, I just got 3,000 followers, and that's super huge, and I knew I was getting close. So in my Instagram stories, I put a little poll and asked everyone following over there, if you guys are one of them, thank you. But I asked everyone there what you would like to see to celebrate. I know I've done some room challenges in the past for other milestones, but I said, do you want a room challenge? Do you want to do a shell challenge? And everyone voted for a shell challenge. Well, not everyone. I think it was pretty close, but the majority voted for shell challenge. So here she is, our little tiny shell challenge. You can actually find it on the gallery by using hashtag TinySim3K. And yeah, if you post it in the gallery, I will definitely love to tour it. I am planning on touring it after the due date, which I think is, let me pull it up. Yep, April 18th. So either on that day or sometime that week. It really depends. I've got some traveling up in the air for work. Lots of traveling, actually. So yeah, that's all up in the air. So it'll be announced. And if it's after the 18th, I will definitely be posting here in the community tab, on Instagram, and on Twitter, because maybe you guys could get a little extra time, you know? But anyway, yeah, I'll be touring these live on Twitch, which I'm super excited about. It's been a while. And the rules are simple. Just pretty much do not change or remove any of the existing walls. You do not use custom content, especially if I'm going to be looking at them on Twitch. I want to be able to see everything, and I don't have any custom content, and I will not be downloading any. So there's that. And then don't forget to share to the gallery with the hashtag TinySim3K. But pretty much you can do anything you want. Add half walls, add platforms. It does not need to remain a tiny house. I just wanted to do a smaller shell because when we hit 1,000 subscribers here on YouTube, I want to do a bigger shell. And maybe a little more challenging. I'm still thinking of what kind of shapes I want to use and stuff for that. But yeah, that depending on when we hit 1,000 subscribers here on YouTube, we might be hosting that challenge a little later, because I don't want it to overlap with this one. So it'll probably be, yeah, late April, maybe May, as long as we hit the subscribers. I don't want to jinx it and not hit it. Anyway, let's actually talk about the build that I'm doing now. So I wasn't sure what kind of style I wanted to go with, And I actually ended up wanting to use these windows from the new Get Together pack so bad because they're gorgeous. So I decided to go a little more modern this time. I did start off trying to make it a cottage, but I was kind of struggling a little bit and then just opted out for this. But I tried to put a lot of details on the exterior, which I actually love, like the Snowy Escape cedar bars, which I end up changing. I think I put the Cool Kitchen cutting boards rotated on the roof to kind of hide the white, but I switched those out for more of those Snowy Escape things, so it kind of looks more continuous. And here I'm adding a solar panel, so at that point I was like, this could be an eco home. It looks pretty eco-friendly. And yeah, I rotated some of those eco lifestyle little trellises because adding the fence looked a little weird with the different platform levels and things. But I actually absolutely love this build. Like, I think I would play in this build, and if you've been around recently, you know I've been doing a little more gameplay. So I guess that says a lot now. But here I'm working on a little patio area, picking out some chairs. Fell in love with these chairs and just trying to find a table that I felt like matches. And now that I put that there, I think I use the exact same table on the interior. So if you don't mind that, maybe they got a deal or something, like a 2-for-1 deal. So yeah, something like that. But we're cluttering it up. I actually use this candle from the pastel pop kit, which I don't think I tend to use much in my builds, but I felt like it matched the vibe here. And for some reason I was like, this person definitely gets a lot of Amazon packages, so I put a package on the porch. Just little tiny detail like that I think is really fun. And we're just adding some extra pots, garden pots, what do you call those things? Because we do have some outside the fence, and yeah, just cute little wind chimes, adding little details, and I think a little grill ends up back here as well. And some fairy lights, because who doesn't love a porch with some fairy lights? You may have noticed I toyed with the idea of making that roof part a little functional, where we have a flat roof with the green. I opted not to because it was a tight space, but I'm sure if you want to add like yoga mat, or, you know, I think I tried to put a telescope up there, you definitely could, maybe an easel. Whatever your sim desires can probably go up there, except for maybe a treehouse, because I think those are pretty huge. And I think that's about it. We're just adding some more landscaping on the exterior, and I absolutely love how the patio section kind of came out. I don't know, I really liked it. I really like the vibe of this build for some reason. I've been really enjoying blues, which is, I guess, normal in The Sims. I think that's like, you know, you got your blue Suburbans and things like that. It's a pretty good color to use in The Sims. But the interior, is also pretty super cool. I started with the bathroom with this gorgeous new tile we got from the Growing Together kit. I hope I didn't say that earlier. I meant Growing Together, but obviously the items in this pack are so pretty. I love this sink. I love this mirror. I love everything about this freaking pack that of course I have to use every item right now because it just feels so fresh and new. And yeah, I actually love this like powder blue paint in the interior and matching it with some like dark browns and I don't know, the yellows and whites. It just works. And let me tell you a little bit about this kitchen. I think it came out super, super cute, especially with the clutter. And I don't know, I love it. So right here, I'm pulling out some of these clutter items, the cityscape from the new pack Growing Together. And I think this is like, I've always had the MSP shelf, the red shelf here in my game, but I never use it. But I remembered, oh, I can use it. And I put this stuff on the windowsill because these windows have like an actual windowsill, and I was just in love with it. You got the cityscape, you got little plant. I just thought it was stinking adorable. And yeah, and then we clutter up the counter with some more things, paper towels, some mugs, and I was toying with the idea of putting shelves, but I didn't like how they kind of stuck out and they felt very obtrusive. So we end up just putting, I think, a poster from the Growing Together pack, one of the new ones that it like depicts different worlds in The Sims. Not all the worlds, but some of the worlds. Here, I think we're about to pick it out here. Yep. I think I went with Malcolm Rebi, it looks like. And then we're adding some tile, and I think I opt for a blue, this one, the darker blue, and because it kind of gives it a little pop and a little cleaner. So I think I like it. A little contrast, you know? I do have to say, the dining room gave me a lot of trouble. It goes through some phases, so bear with it. I couldn't pick out, like, I had a hard time picking out the table, and then I realized that clearly the only table that works in this build is that glass one that I use also on the patio. And now I'm just trying to find some rugs and finish up the kitchen. I don't know what else to say about that. Hopefully you guys don't mind the little the overhang from the Desert Lux kit. If you're playing, it's kind of gonna be visible if you're on like the first floor because of the way I manipulated it with tulle to give the exterior a nice little detail, like kind of a trim. And I like how it looks on the outside, but on the inside it looks like it could get away, but I think if you just play from certain angles you should be fine. But of course if not, and you want to play with it without it, very easy, you can just delete it. You will not hurt my feelings. I totally understand. But here I'm trying to figure out a table because everything felt so big. Then I was like, oh, this could work. But then, and I think I keep it for a while and then say, wait, I feel like I'm going completely off the color scheme and I'm confused now because there's too many vibes going on. So there's that. I also really tried to make this new bookshelf work, but I think it's only really good for like libraries. But I saw my friend Sierra actually do a build, and I think it was a room build, and she used it and it looked really good. And I'm super jealous because I can't for the life of me find a good use for it just yet, but mark my words, I will. This bedroom also comes with some changes. Right now I'm using this bed, but we switch it out and I'm using this bookshelf as like luggage storage. So I imagine maybe the sim likes to travel, or maybe they travel for work a lot, because that's been on my mind. Yeah, so some work traveling stuff for me is definitely going to suck as I'm trying to be consistent on Twitch. So as much as I can, I'm going to be on Twitch, and if you guys follow me on Instagram and Twitter, mostly Twitter I think is where I put most of my stream updates. I'm going to try and get better and do that here on the community tab as well. But if not, you can definitely go and find my Twitch. It's linked down below and you can follow and get notified. If you turn notifications on when I go live, come hang out, come build, come chill, come play, all that stuff. That would be super cool. I would really appreciate it. Okay, enough of that. This little table that we got with the base game update recently when we had the infant update, I know it's meant for nurseries, but it makes such a good living room coffee table because coffee tables in this game are huge, guys. They're so huge. But I really like how this worked out. I did try putting this tiny living TV here. I end up not keeping it. I get rid of it. I yeet it. And it never comes back. I don't think. I think I just keep this table with these chairs. That is the final thing, and we do change the bookshelf. Because I was like, nope, don't like it, and now we're looking for a new one. I can't remember. Oh, I think I go with Tiny Living, because when all else fails, use Tiny Living. Those items are super good and super useful in tiny builds like this, so it's really helpful. But of course, again, I don't limit my packs usually. This one is definitely not limited, so make sure you check that out and be mindful when you download, if you download. Here I was trying to toy with some activities that maybe this sim would enjoy. But I think I end up putting a... I did try and say, ooh, can I fit this piano? But no. I put clothes, like a clothes rack. I also was like, what if this sim had a baby? Like, let me stop, okay? I'm going a little crazy with this baby stuff. But I hope you guys are enjoying the infant update and the new babies. I think they're adorable. And at some point I'm going to decide, oh, I can just put more clothes here. I do have that dresser from the new pack as well, which is totally my vibe. I want that in my real house. Please, can I have it? Where do you get it? Is it at IKEA? Please help. Help a girl out. I would love that dresser. And yeah, just some luggage, trying to keep with like the travel theme. I put the other ones under their bed so your sim can pack up and go wherever when needed. And we're just adding a few more details here, but I think we are wrapping it up. So if you're interested in participating in this shell challenge, make sure you look at the description below. Use hashtag TinySim3K. All the rules are going to be down in the description as well. And yeah, I hope you guys have as much fun with it as I did. And again, thank you all for the support recently. It's been, gosh, it's been amazing, blowing my mind. And I just love being part of this community and making friends with all of you guys. Anyway, enjoy the video tour, like, comment, subscribe, do all the things, and have a great day. Bye.